Hey, welcome to PixelHangover.com. Today we got some transformation action in the form of Transformers Fall of Cybertron. This is the multiplayer Conquest mode, and it works like, I guess, Conquest in Battlefield. Or, anywhere that you have to work as a team to grab different points on the map, turn flags, whatever. So that's what this mode is. It's a pretty fun mode. I like it. It really, basically, which seems to be the case in most games, this mode dishes out the most XP for your buck. So 400 XP for getting in on some of the getting in on one of the flags here. So this was a weird match in that I didn't see many enemies right away. It took me a while to actually find some enemies, but we do get into that here. And you know, if you have, once again, this is Fall of Cybertron. It's by High Moon Studios, Activision Publishing, but High Moon Studios has done the last three Transformers games, I should say, and that was War for Cybertron, and then they did, which was actually the first in the series of these games right here. You got War and then Fall, and in between they did the Dark of the Moon, which is the movie version, which felt kind of like an expansion pack. Wasn't a lot to it, but it was still fun. I mean, there's something about how they finally nailed the feel and the sounds and the overall look of Transformers in a video game. And I hope they continue with another version of this game. I hope that there's another whatever of Cybertron, or I hope Activision allows them to keep going. So let's hope that this sells well enough, because it is a fun game. This is, multiplayer is. It's full-fledged. It's got 4 different classes. You can level them all up. You can create your own Transformers. It had tons of stuff. There's quite a few good modes. And then on top of that, you got the campaign, which seems to be of decent size, longer than Dark of the Moon, but maybe not as long as War. The only problem is they removed co-op from the campaign. But in place of that, they I think they may have had it in War too, but Escalation is a mode that's actually their version of Horde, and it's really good. I think I get destroyed here. Melee is, I got three or four enemies right there. Melee is very powerful. It has been with these Transformer games. So if you're playing online, remember to hit that right thumbstick. I'm on the 360 here, but I've heard the game looks obviously pretty good in PC if you're going for visual, but it looks good here too. Very minimal pop up. There is some. It's the Unreal Engine, so you know what you're getting into. But Escalation is their Horde mode, and it's really well done. And I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the top right corner here if you want to see that. As you can see, there's a lot of challenges and stuff that I'm unlocking as I go. And but the Horde mode is really well done, and I'm going to do a whole wave 1 through 15. I'm going to cut some out because it's a little bit long, but it was a really fun match. Got in with 3 really good guys, so I think I can get this guy. So that's a. I'm getting healed there by a friendly. We scare that guy out. And that one thing to always take note of. One thing to always take note of these games is the animations. I mean, that goes from the weapons to even when you're just standing still. Your whole, your armor and everything just always has really cool stuff going on. You see that? I really like that. I guess a lot of it harkens back to my childhood, growing up in the '80s. It was G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and Transformers. Those are the 3 things that I was obsessed with. And so to finally have decent Transformer games that are actually completely playable and with online modes that are as deep as Call of Duty and stuff like that is pretty cool. Is really cool actually. Now you're going to see there's actually flying Transformers and stuff like that, which actually can get around pretty well. I'm in what class am I? Destructor maybe. A little bit more of a tougher class for close-up combat, but then there's one that's like a scouting, like really fast, which you pretty much get dominated really right away, but you can get to points real quick, and that's really useful in this game type. There's a lot of teamwork involved. There's you saw the health thing there, and if you have 2 Transformers, that guy flew in, so that was pretty cool. But if you have 2 Transformers against 1, 9 times out of 10 you should win, unless one of you is just completely incompetent and the other guy is just a badass. So yeah, I mean the other great thing about these games by High Moon is just the audio. So I think I'm gonna do what I typically do is I will talk here and say my piece on the game, and then beyond that I'm just gonna go ahead and let the game audio take over, because that's really a big part of Transformers games, and that they've nailed. And I think that's why a lot of Transformers fans love these games from High Moon, because they do just a fantastic job. So take this in. If you're interested in Transformers, I don't know how active War for Cybertron is. It's still expensive. I was looking into it because I wanted to rebuy the game, and it's still kind of pricey. We're looking, I think, $29, $39 in that range for 2 games ago. I don't know if the online is active, but the campaign on that is well worth it, especially if you have a buddy. The co-op on it's great. There's a Decepticons and Autobots, different campaigns. So I just wanted you guys to take a look at the multiplayer. Again, click that top right for Escalation. It's a really, really cool mode. It is basically Gears of War 3 style horde mode, in that you actually buy stuff and all that, and they actually encourage it as an achievement. There's like my whole team right here. I lucked out and actually came in. We were behind. As you can see the top right bar there, it counts up. I tried to get through there, and that would have been pretty awesome, but I didn't do it. So you're trying to get to the end of the bar, or fill the bar. That's there's 3 minutes 30 seconds left in this game. We do, I believe, end up taking this, but it was a close match, and that's always fun. It's always fun when it's close, and it's the funnest when you can win those close matches. But yeah, I think I'll leave the level up screen here so you can see what that looks like. This is pretty early on in my career. I'm a 4 or 5, something like that. But I want to just show off a good match, and take it into consideration if you are planning on buying this game, because it's definitely worth it. So thanks for checking things out. We really appreciate it. I'm going to let the game audio take over here. It's pixelhangover.com. Subscribe, and a lot more. We're new, but we're having a good first month, so appreciate all the views. Take it easy.
We are capturing C. We have lost A. 50 points remaining. We are losing B. We have captured C. We are losing C. We have lost B. We are capturing A. 50 points remaining. We have captured A. We are capturing B. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to jump back in here real quick. I forgot about this. I left this in because this is something that was missing with War of Cybertron and actually Dark of the Moon too. But now they have host migration. And I was a little worried here because I thought what happened is our team had taken the lead, and then the host is on the other team and he quit. But it actually goes through the whole host migration and actually finishes the match. So I wanted to show it being successful in that, and how long it takes and whatnot. Right here I was worried. I was like, did it just kick us back? But no, it's actually reloading the game. It replaces everybody, and then it gets right back to it. The score remained the same. So I thought it was important to show an actual host migration when it comes to this game. So a little long on the load time here, but at least this time it doesn't. You don't lose everything. It doesn't kick you back to the menu. So we'll see how long this takes. I kind of forgot. It was a little longer than I would like. See, then right there looks like for a split second it went to the selection screen. It didn't let me select anything. It just kind of said, "Oh, this is what you were." So I think it does a pretty good job. I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but I was a little turned around when they first set me down. Anyways, enjoy the last couple minutes of the video, and pixelhangover.com. Thanks.
We are losing A. We are capturing C. We have captured C. We have lost A. We have lost B. Autobots win the match. One minute left.